when you talk about guys that came in the second half that maybe weren't supposed to be in the rotation or weren't planned on being in the rotation and played well, when guys aren't planned to be in the rotation, what are you maybe looking for when they do get in the second half? Does the evaluation change at all, or are there things that you're maybe looking for a little more closely?
I mean, you have to be ready at all times. That's professional basketball. And whether I communicate with you and tell you, hey, you may not be in, but be ready if I throw you in, you always have to be ready. I just like to tell the guys what their situation is so they can prepare for it as much as I can. I like to give the information, but then if I see something that I have to change to make the team play harder, then I will. And today it happened where guys that were not supposed to be in, I'll give you J. Will, Tyson, Josh, those guys played extremely hard. Even EJ, the minutes he played at the end. And I'm, very proud of those guys. It's extremely hard to be there sitting and then your number is called and then you play hard as you can. You make an impact. So very grateful for those guys.
Mark said pregame that you both worked together as video coordinators, you for Spain and him for Team USA. So just curious how it was like working with him back then and how that kind of contributed to your growth today as a coach.
Yeah, we were on opposite teams, and in those tournaments, it was an U19 World Cup. With Spain, we didn't have video coordinators because we didn't have that many people and resources. But let's say I had to wear a lot of hats, and Mark was super helpful, and we got to know each other back then in 2013, and then we got to coach against each other in the G League, and now we get to coach against each other in the NBA. So I have a lot of respect for him. I always, like this, not just the coach, but also the person. And, it's very special what he's accomplished, and being an NBA champion and the way this team plays, obviously that's the identity that he works really hard to project. And, we go way back, and it's pretty cool to remember those moments.